Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that every cat owner should know about, the unmistakable signs that your cat is unhappy. You see, our feline friends communicate with us all the time, but they don't speak our language. They speak cat. And just like we can read each other's body language, we gotta learn to read theirs. So if you're ready to become fluent in feline, stick around. We're gonna break down the 8 telltale signs your cat is sending an SOS. And trust me, you don't want to ignore these cries for help. All right, let's talk about food. Cats love their food, right? So if your furry friend who normally inhales their kibble suddenly starts picking at their food or even walking away from a full bowl, that's a red flag. It could be something as simple as them not digging the new food you're offering, but it could also be a sign of stress, anxiety, or even a medical issue. Think about it. When we humans are stressed or anxious, do we eat like normal? Nope, our appetites go haywire. Well, cats are no different. Sudden changes in appetite, whether it's eating less, eating more, or even changes in their water intake, are all signs something's up in their world. Don't dismiss it. Take note of how long it lasts and any other changes in their behavior. If it's more than a day or two, or if you're seeing other signs we're going to talk about, it's time to call in the big guns, your veterinarian. Early detection is key to keeping your little buddy happy and healthy. We all know cats are meticulous groomers, but did you know that changes in their grooming routine can be a major red flag for their emotional state? Over-grooming can be a sign of stress, allergies, or even pain. Imagine feeling so anxious or uncomfortable that you can't stop picking at yourself. That's what your cat is going through. On the flip side, if your normally pristine kitty starts neglecting their grooming, looking matted and unkempt, that's a problem too. This could be a sign of illness, injury, or even depression. So, pay attention to their fur. Is it sleek and shiny like usual, or are there bald spots, mats, or excessive shedding? These are all clues to how your cat is feeling. And remember, if you notice any sudden or drastic changes in their grooming habits, don't hesitate to reach out to your vet. Your cat's coat is a window into their well-being. Cats might be known for their independence, but they're also social creatures who crave connection with their humans. So when your usually affectionate kitty starts hiding all the time or avoiding your attempts at cuddles, it's a clear sign something's wrong. Think about it. When we're feeling down or stressed, sometimes all we want is to curl up in bed and be left alone, right? Well, cats are no different. They need their space to decompress and process their emotions. Now, I'm not saying that every time your cat wants some alone time, it's a reason to panic. Cats need their cat naps after all. But if you notice a sudden or drastic change in their behavior, like they've gone from being your little shadow to constantly hiding under the bed, that's a red flag. It could be a sign of illness, injury, stress, or even something as simple as a change in their environment. Try to coax them out with some play or their favorite treats, but don't force them. And as always, if you're concerned, don't hesitate to reach out to your veterinarian. Chapter 4. Aggressive behavior. When your feline friend turns into a tiny tiger. Let's be real, nobody likes getting scratched or hissed at by their own cat. Aggression is never okay, but it's important to remember that it's always a symptom of an underlying issue. Your cat isn't being bad. They're trying to communicate their distress the only way they know how. So what could be causing this sudden outburst of feline fury? Well, it could be anything from pain or illness to fear, anxiety, or even territoriality. Think about it. If you were feeling threatened or vulnerable, wouldn't you lash out too? The key is to figure out what's triggering this behavior. Is it a specific person, another pet, a certain sound, or even a particular time of day? Once you identify the trigger, you can start to address the root of the problem. Now, I know it can be scary when your usually cuddly companion turns into a tiny tiger, but it's important to stay calm and avoid punishing them. Punishment will only make them more fearful and anxious, which could lead to more aggression down the line. Instead, focus on creating a safe and secure environment for your cat. Provide them with plenty of hiding spots, vertical space, and opportunities to escape from stressful situations. Chapter 5. Litter box habits. The scoop on feline toilet troubles. Let's talk about the dreaded litter box. That necessary evil that comes with sharing your life with a cat. Now, I know it's not the most glamorous topic, but trust me, changes in your cat's litter box habits are a major red flag that something's amiss in their world. Think about it. The litter box is like a cat's sanctuary, their own personal bathroom. So when they start avoiding it, going outside the box, or having accidents around the house, it's a sure sign that something's stressing them out, making them uncomfortable, or even causing them physical pain. Now, before you assume your cat is just being difficult, it's important to rule out any medical issues. Urinary tract infections, bladder stones, kidney disease, even arthritis can make it painful or difficult for your cat to use the litter box properly. Once you've ruled out any medical concerns, it's time to play detective and figure out what environmental factors might be contributing to the problem. Is the litter box itself clean? Cats are fastidious creatures, and a dirty litter box is a major turnoff. Is the litter box in a quiet, private location? Cats need to feel safe and secure when they're doing their business. Chapter 6. Vocalization changes. Decoding your cat's meows, purrs, and yowls. Cats may not speak our language, but they're masters of communication through their vocalizations. From soft chirps and trills to insistent meows and even blood-curdling yowls, each sound carries a specific meaning. And just like any good pet parent, it's our job to learn how to decipher their feline language. Think about it. Your cat's meows, purrs, and hisses are their way of telling you they're hungry, thirsty, need attention, or something's not right. So when their usual vocal repertoire changes, it's time to pay close attention. Have you noticed your normally chatty cat suddenly going silent? Or maybe your usually quiet companion has turned into a furry chatterbox, meowing incessantly. These changes in vocalization can be a sign of stress, anxiety, pain, or even cognitive decline. For example, excessive meowing, especially in older cats, can be a sign of cognitive dysfunction, similar to Alzheimer's disease in humans, while a sudden decrease in vocalization could indicate a sore throat, dental problems, or even a respiratory infection. It's important to remember that each cat has their own unique vocal personality. Some are naturally more talkative than others. But if you notice any sudden or drastic changes in your cat's vocalizations, don't ignore them. Take note of the context surrounding their vocalizations. Are they meowing for food, attention, or seemingly for no reason at all? And as always, if you're concerned, don't hesitate to consult with your veterinarian. Chapter 7. Sleeping patterns. The significance of cat naps and restless nights. We all know cats love their sleep. In fact, they're practically professional nappers. But did you know that changes in their sleep patterns can actually be a sign of an underlying health or behavioral issue? Think about it. Just like us, cats need a certain amount of sleep to function properly. When they're not getting enough rest, or if their sleep is constantly being interrupted, it can throw off their whole system, leading to stress, anxiety, and even health problems. So, what qualifies as a change in sleep patterns? Well, it could be anything from sleeping more or less than usual to changes in the timing of their naps. For example, if your cat suddenly starts sleeping all day long, it could be a sign of depression, boredom, or even a medical condition. And as always, if you're concerned, don't hesitate to reach out to your veterinarian. Chapter 8. Destructive behavior, scratching, chewing, and other feline frustrations. Okay, let's talk about those moments when your feline friend turns into a tiny agent of chaos, wreaking havoc on your furniture, curtains, and anything else within claw's reach. We've all been there, right? But before you banish your cat to the doghouse, or should I say cat tree, it's important to understand that destructive behavior is often a cry for help, a sign that something's not quite right in their world. Think about it. Cats are creatures of instinct, and scratching and chewing are natural behaviors for them. They scratch to mark their territory, stretch their muscles, and remove the dead outer layer of their claws. They chew to explore their environment, relieve boredom, or even soothe sore gums. So when your cat starts shredding your furniture or gnawing on your houseplants, it's not because they're trying to get back at you for missing a cuddle session, though it might feel that way sometimes. It's usually because their needs aren't being met in a way that makes sense to them. Maybe they're bored out of their minds and craving some enrichment and playtime. Maybe they're feeling stressed or anxious and need a safe space to decompress. The key to curbing destructive behavior is to figure out the underlying cause and address it head-on. Provide your cat with plenty of appropriate scratching posts, toys, and playtime to keep them entertained and stimulated. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tips on keeping your feline friend happy and healthy. Remember, our cats rely on us to be their advocates, to understand their needs, and to create a loving and enriching environment where they can thrive. Until next time, keep those tails wagging.